ended. Talking about the fonban group, we know how it ended. And when we are talking about coalition, we are talking about a coalition of action, not coaliting for the sake of coalition, because coalition has nothing to do with a political program. We have to concert, and then you choose the people with whom you would ally yourself, with whom you have common grounds on what you would do for the sake of the nation. And such things are not done in a haste. Let's be clear about that. And that is the position of the SDF. The SDF is very open to any form of initiative that would, or coalition, that would bring a seizure from the current system that we have in place, and lead us to a transitional government that will take us to federalism. Because people have been talking about change. Change means nothing, because when you move Patrick and you put Patrice, you have the same system. You are doomed for the next how many years, no matter how young that candidate is. So we are talking about a coalition that will lead us to that transition, rupture with the hyper-Jacobinist centralized system of governance that we have been living under from the time of Amadou Ahidjo and now perpetuated by Mr. Biya. Remember that decentralization has failed us, and that is why we are where we are today, because we came to the national dialogue and they gave us an empty special status. So we were still clamoring that let's come together and load and give the special status a content. It's not there. So when we have to coalesce with people who would impregnate that special status, so that we have our elected governors, so that our chiefs don't take injunctions from governors, because the chiefdoms don't precede the state.
Paddy, I was just welcoming you. The debate has not started.
No, but the debate. Dr. Jimancho, when he was talking.
No, he did not speak. He did not speak for long.
Okay,
yes,
Mr. Rio. Thank you.
Chai. Okay. Good evening, Tamai. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kum. And of course, Paddy, Dr. Dimancho, and to those watching us. It is a special evening when we see that hours are dying down into minutes, and very soon minutes will be dying down into seconds. 3 months ago, we were talking about people should register. We were also talking about candidates should go and deposit their files. Candidates, we were talking about pre-electoral petitions, and now we are not talking about the groundwork for the election. So my appeal in this evening would be centered on us looking at what will unite us more than what divide us in our respective communities. Special good evening to the Bishop of Boya, His Lordship Michael Bibi, and to all the bishops of Cameroon who have been firm to make sure that peace before, peace during, and peace after election. And we hope that that will not just end at the level of the government, also they'll meet civil society, they'll meet also other opposition leaders, also talk peace before, peace during, and peace after election. It should be a broad base for peace to reign during and after the elections.
Okay. Michael and Dimancho, Dr. Michael and Dimancho, looking at our topic today, can we clearly see as the opposition truly exhausted all coalition possibilities, or are simply witnessing poor strategy and leadership?
The two, I can say the two whole, because in the first place, the coalition has failed. Even if what they are doing now is masquerading. A coalition is a process. It is a process that takes time. We have to come to terms with this. Those who think that there's a coalition of the night before election, I do not believe in it very much. Because that kind of a coalition, the coalition is placed to the gallery. It plays to the electorate. It fools the electorate. It deceives the electorate. It gives impression to the electorate, which is not right. It is a mirage. And therefore, if we are 2 months to elections, and today we are, instead of solidifying, let me tell you that now like this, we are supposed to be engaging with the voters in a concerted action, and it's a concerted form. The opposition who have come to a coalition, if there was a meaningful coalition, they will already be seeing how they can build a strong campaign team together. But can you imagine that 2 weeks to the time, people are still talking about a coalition? I see what is happening. That in order to deceive the electorate or the voters, they go and sit in a small meeting, they take photos, and then they send it to social media to lure people, to play to the gallery, to give impression that they are together and that they are discussing. And then we wait for the result of the discussion. We wait until the kingdom come. It's like waiting for God, waiting for someone who no one can see. And this is what is happening. So they have failed. And again, they have not been able to come to a consensus on something. And what is glaring about this consensus, if we get from data, starting from 1992, the consensus that they are not getting is that of who to be that candidate of consensus. And that is what we have found out since 1992. I remember the such incidents of 2004, whereby at the last minute, when we even thought that for the first time after the elections, they were going to be, but we had this issue of the UDC and the SDF, of course, that came